It's right here.
I thought you were perfect.
I am perfect. In the future and present. I'm both perfect and not perfect.
Oh my God, Tao-Ti Ching nigga over here. Tao-Ti nigga, yeah. That's recording?
Yeah.
Hey yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life. Talk about the come up and sometimes we fight. But in the end it ain't a thing cause we ain't trying to be right. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
We sitting here in the Yuk Yuk's club. We in London, Ontario. Nigga, this sucks. It's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5, episode 33. Motherfucker, come along with me, bitch. We here on the road.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
Nah, I'm not that high. Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Black Zeus, the podcast. I hope you had a great week. I hope your next week coming up is even better than the last week you just had, bitch. Love yourself. Loser? No, but yo, I'm the shittiest motivational speaker ever. Why don't you love yourself more, you piece of garbage? We're gonna have a good ass time. We are here at London, Ontario, Yuk Yuk's. I think we're gonna do more of these on location episodes. I mean, might as well. We could have been doing these for years.
Yeah.
Shut up, I haven't introduced you yet, bro. You know who's here? You know, you can't see him yet because I haven't introduced him. But watch this magic trick real quick and watch this drive. Dante's in the studio.
You said studio. Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, this is a road studio right now.
Anywhere's a studio if you make it a studio, my brother.
Tao-Ti nigga up in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You know about the Tao-Ti Ching, but have you heard it from a nigga's perspective? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how you living, bro?
Blessed and highly favored.
How you enjoying night 2? I guess day 2. We just pulled up to the club early.
Yeah.
Obviously you guys can tell, I've said it multiple times, but we are here at London, Ontario, Yuk Yuk's new location, located inside the lovely DoubleTree Hotel, downtown London, Ontario. If you're wondering what London, Ontario is like, think of the KKK as a city, and like that's the foundation. And then like the people don't necessarily all represent that, but some of them still do. That's the city right there. That's pretty much us. I grew up here, you know what I'm saying? So lots of good old memories. If you're wondering, wow, this nigga really does look like a Canadian nigga, this is why. I grew up in farmland, Ontario, where white supremacists reigned supreme in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a nigga that found acid at some point, and then I just started to decalcify that bitch, drinking less tap water and shit. Obviously it's not working. Drinking less tap water. But yeah, this is your first Yuk's gig, no?
I guess so.
You never stopped to think about it?
No, I didn't actually. My first Yuk's gig.
It's not your first club gig though, isn't that fun? Your first club gig was in the States, no?
No, I mean, unless you don't count Levity. But that was an open mic.
No, that was an open mic.
It's Cold Town? Is that what you're talking about?
Cold Town? Where's Cold Town? Cold Town
Cold Town Theater.
Cold Town?
That was in Austin.
That's not a comedy club.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, that...
But Laugh Out Loud, that was also an open mic.
Damn. How do I feel like... yeah, this is a guest spot technically.
Yeah. It still counts as a set though.
Yes, you were booked by the artist, but not by the venue, but I would count this more as like you did a club booking.
Yeah.
More so than an open mic night.
What about Free Times? Is Free Times a club?
Cafe? No.
Okay. So yeah, this would, I guess, be the first.
No, those are like, because I know what you're talking about, but those are like self-produced shows, like comic-produced shows.
Okay, so this is like a full-on
Like
Yuck's booking.
Chain.
Mark Breslin DM'd me personally. He said, I need you to do 5 minutes in London.
He's like, Rouse is in town. Yeah, please show the fuck up. Yeah, no, the show here yesterday was obviously whatever. But yo, let's try and keep things somewhat as they normally are. Let me do the intro here. You know what I mean? I hope everybody had a good ass week. We got shows to promote. We're in London Yuk Yuk's tonight. Will this air before? Yes, this Friday, September 13th, Comedy at Bambino's, hosted by yours truly, at Bambino's, 233 James Street North. It is opening night of Supercrawl, so if you are in the Hamilton, Ontario area, you know what I'm talking about. Supercrawl is the annual street festival. 3 nights. This is night 1, Friday the 13th. It's gonna be a fun ass time. Sashka DC is gonna be there. AJ Bate, Dante's gonna be there. He's been practicing, you know what I'm saying? We got some more surprise guests. And I think you should be there. $15 flat. Get your tickets if you haven't already. We will see you Supercrawl Friday. I am also doing different nights. I will be back in London 2 times. And I don't have the dates in my mind right now, but I have time to promote those. Just be on the lookout for that. If you know what different nights is, check them out. They do shows all over Ontario and actually Canada now. And I will be back as part of which is like a nice little secret club comedy thing, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't even know the venue yet.
He told.
But yeah, fuck it. That's what I'm promoting. And to strike the last thing from the record, I'm gonna edit this. Just cut that out.
Okay.
To like bleep it or something. You know, like keep it in, but keep it out.
Keep it out.
keep it in.
Keep it in, but keep it out.
That's what your girl says when she doesn't want to get pregnant.
Keep it out?
Keep it in, but keep it out. This is how's your pull-out methods, ladies? Ladies.
Ladies. Hey, yo.
How's your pull-up method, ladies? See, this is what I mean about I just talk. Like, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, unless you're in Thailand. That makes perfect sense over there.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. How's your pull-out game, ladies? I don't know. You want me to find out? $5 suck, $10 pull-out. That was racist. Cut that out of the show.
But keep it in.
But keep it in. This whole episode is just gonna be a bunch of fucking bullshit. Yeah, cut the whole episode. Like, you know when you get redacted paperwork?
Yeah.
It's you get the paper, but it's all blacked out. Black.com. You'll find me on there after my comedy career fails. You know what I'm saying? So look for me in your daughter's bedroom. There you go.
That's empty, isn't it?
What was that?
That's empty, isn't it?
Now it is. I got one more swig. I got one more swig.
A swig of tea.
So yeah, I want to start doing more of these road. I mean, we're on road all the time.
Yeah.
Even if we end up doing them like in a parking lot or in an alley,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I think we definitely could do that.
We're dumb because we wait till the end of the summer to say this.
And we got time.
Cut to us in the middle of winter. Yo, we're here in front of Yuk Yuk's, doing a gig. They couldn't let us in the club beforehand. So, you know. Yeah, let's break down night 1, I guess. We're here for the weekend. They gave us a lovely hotel to stay in. It's everybody's dream, ladies and gentlemen. Comedy with a hotel room. Still can't pay rent. So, yeah, how do you like this experience so far? I mean, you've had a few of them now.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
What's your favorite part of the road gigging?
The road gigging?
Yeah.
Experience.
Just in general?
Yeah.
Life experience?
Yeah, all this is still really new to me. You know,
Yeah.
you've been around the block.
I'm an old nigga.
The old nigga.
I'm only 13 years old, bro. That's still a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm not in real life.
No, but
you know,
by
but
13, you've at least rode your bike around the block by then.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still like,
Last swig, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm like, these are still like like you said, this is the first Yuck's gig. So I'm just like, wow.
Oh, these pictures on the wall. Do you know what my favorite thing about the Yucks photos is? They haven't changed since like 1972.
These ones? Or
Yeah, look
just-
around the wall.
Did they have the same ones in every club?
I mean, you could just tell. Like the picture they have for Russ, I'm pretty sure he's like 22 in that photo.
But those are the pictures
Like
you
the-
want, right?
the
you
picture
want
of Harlan-
like the early pictures of them, like if they started here, like those pictures are pretty sick. At least I would think.
I don't know, I got OCD, so when I look around, I want uniformity, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's so many different, and it's not like I get what you're saying, but I don't think that that's what they're going for, because they modernize it. They put new ones up with them.
Yeah. Like some of them are in
I guess
color.
what you're saying, that still adds up. I'm looking around,
Yeah, because if someone, like some of these are in black and white, but
because that's what they had.
that's the era, 1980.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I guess I do kind of fucks with it.
Yeah.
See, I really should think before I speak. Because then I end up just saying things that I don't actually agree with. And then, you know, that's what people run with the most. That's why TMZ exists. We caught this nigga off guard, but we filmed it.
True.
To be fair, I'm TMZing myself right now. I'm filming myself fucking looking like an idiot. I'm like, I actually hate the way this looks. And then you're like, well, what about this? I'm like, this is great.
I love the way it looks. But no, yeah, so this is still all like new to me. So I'm like, I'm just taking it all in and like appreciating it for now, you know?
What's a standout?
What's a standout?
Yeah, as I continue to just look around the club mesmerized. Like, you see, I'm actually now looking at it through your lens. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Fucking look around.
Yeah.
I like this club. Obviously, I would figure out something with that section over there.
Oh, the curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the seating is great. Like, they could fit a lot of people in here.
It does. It
Low
does.
ceilings. Dark.
Very dark.
Yeah,
I would
really-
say though, from this section right here is still bright when you're on stage.
You see the couple rows. You see the first two rows.
Yeah, they're still, like they're so close.
But to be fair, that's every situation. You'll always see the first two rows.
Okay.
That's really the only people you can see.
Yeah.
Is whoever's direct. And look how close they are to the stage.
They're
you know what
literally
I mean?
touching the stage.
Yeah. I kind of like that though.
Yeah?
I like
Because you like the intimacy.
intimate. Yeah. I love a theater, to be honest. Like, I really do love theaters, especially for the stage. But it's hard to beat a club, man.
Yeah, for comedy.
You even like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this back because I've just been like going like this for like the last 10 minutes.
Just taking it all in.
And I'm like, yo, I really fucking love comedy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I could do like a sleep in here. You know what I mean?
You know what?
Bring my laptop. Do
At back in Milton, we used to have these things where there's like a sleepover in the library.
Oh, we did that when
You
we were
guys
kids.
had
Yeah,
that?
the library sleep in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty common thing.
thought it-
I never went to it. You did that?
Yeah, it was actually really cool.
Just sleeping around books?
Yeah, different books and like there's like activities and stuff like
I
that.
didn't fuck with books like that when I was younger. I would have thought that was lame as fuck.
Well, this is before the age you thought it was lame. Or did you always think books were lame?
I thought books were, I only think books are cool now as an adult. Like, I thought they were fucking horseshit. But again, a lot of it was forced on me and I really had no guidance.
True.
Nobody sat me down and be like, yo, let me take you to the bookstore and you pick out something that interests you. It's always some fucking weirdo teacher being
So
like,
wait, you never like
read Catcher in the Rye, young black boy.
you never like just went to the library growing up and
I
like,
did, but I got DVDs.
video games in the library.
But it's funny because I do have very distinct memories. Probably when I lived in Mississauga.
Okay.
I was at the library multiple times a week.
I remember getting DVDs from the Mississauga library.
You know why I loved it though? Because that library is like a museum.
That's what all
fucking-
libraries are.
Nah, like I know the Central Library is obviously, when you look at like a Hamilton Central Library, nah, you gotta go to like cities with money, bro.
No,
And
have you been to the history section in Hamilton?
The library?
Yeah, the one in Jackson. They have like a
I've been
historical
there.
section.
I know, but that's like,
That's like a museum.
no, I'm saying the actual building,
Oh, okay.
the actual structure itself was like, you're going to the ROM. It felt like an experience.
Okay.
I'm walking up the steps. And I'm like, every time, I'm like, holy fuck, this, like, for books. And then I just go and get a Star Wars movie or something. You know what I mean?
From the library.
Bro, that's how I probably rented out the original trilogy from the Mississauga Library, like, the most. If you look in their history, like, I would just go back and constantly rent out, like, different ones. Fucking go back and play some video games, watch that shit.
Yeah.
That's how I nerded out as a kid. I never really, books wasn't my thing. Did you read when you were young? What would you read mostly? Like, are you fiction, nonfiction?
Ooh.
Some niggas reading like Harry Potter and shit, or?
And I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter, the Jamaican household.
Witches
and stuff.
This is the devil.
So I read a lot of like comic books growing up. And then I was actually...
Nigga, that don't count.
No, but hold on, let me get to
I'll just beat him.
Because you're saying how you're forced to read, right? So...
By school, even by my mom. She would force me to read.
So
she's like, and that made me not want to read.
Well, so this is the point I was getting to, because my dad got an encyclopedia set, and he forced me and my brother to read it.
What? Oh my God, that's torture.
I know.
Because that's not even fun reading, or is it? Does it become fun? Like, do you have to make it fun?
It's not fun when you're forced to do it.
To keep it from being torture?
Like, you have no choice.
So then you kind of just make a game of it in your mind, no? Or it wasn't?
No, I'm just...
That's like when you get caught smoking cigarettes, and your parents are like, you're gonna have to smoke this whole pack right here. You never heard that?
No.
Are you serious?
I've never heard
That's a white thing.
Does that happen to you?
No.
Oh.
I'm black, bro. I said it was a white thing.
Yeah, but I don't know.
My mom would never. She would just kick me out of the house.
Yeah. for cigs. No, but me and my brother, we had to go through like the encyclopedia, like go an hour a day, sit in this chair.
Jesus Christ.
And read the encyclopedia.
Looking back though, do you find it as a benefit?
No, because you're forced to read.
So it just takes the actual fun and imagination out of it.
When you're interested in it, you're more likely to retain it. But when you're just forced, like you're just literally...
And you can read for an hour and it feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but when you like there, you're just literally reading A, and then it's like, these are all the... Aardvark, and it's just all these things. The aardvark was first discovered in 1929, and da-da-da-da-da. There are actually 18 species of aardvark, ranging from Southeast Asia to... Brazil. I don't know. And then
I don't know.
And then you just keep going down the list. And, you're not really interested in everything, but you gotta read it. And then, at least in my mind, was like, okay, all I have to do is keep doing this until my dad forgets that he's making us read the encyclopedia. So, once he forgot about that, then we're off the hook.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You looking forward to the show tonight?
I am.
What are you going to do differently?
I am going to not do crowd work.
This nigga immediately went up. He's got a 5-minute guest spot. Does 5 minutes of crowd work off top.
You didn't see what I saw, okay? These niggas was filming TikToks in the bathroom.
That is weird.
I had to call them out, and they were a problem the whole show.
Yeah, but they might have been a problem because you called them out from the jump.
Well, they were doing such shit.
Yeah, but that's not your job, again.
No.
That's not your job.
I know that now.
You gotta learn your role, bro.
I know that now.
You're a guestie.
But I felt like, I had a responsibility. With great power comes great... No one else saw what I saw.
Nah, that's ego talking right there.
No, but, okay.
You keep saying that, but it's like, again, that's not your role.
I understand that now.
So I know you feel, I know.
But
I know you're still feeling that sentiment, though. What? I had to call him out. But I see what you're saying. You're talking about in the moment.
Because in the moment, I didn't know.
They were awful, but you know what's funny is that one guy that was talking a lot walked up to me after I introed everybody.
Okay.
And he's a comic.
Then shut the fuck up!
He's like, yeah, bro, I watch Kill Tony a lot. I'm trying comedy, this and that. And then he's telling me, like, yo, bro, you're just so, like, real. And they're like, yeah. And then when you said that shit, what did I say? Oh, don't go to Austin for comedy.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah,
because it's just autism.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, bro, you're right. I'm like, nigga, you're creating autism at this show right now. Like,
I know. You are the autism. It's
As
like,
crazy as it is, though, the people that were sitting at the far back corner were even worse. Like,
yeah, but that's not autism. That's just rude.
unfortunately, that's London. I don't even like, you know, I wouldn't normally just shit on a whole city, but I grew up here. I know that it's frat boy energy.
Yeah, those guys were definitely not in a frat. I don't know if you saw
No, they were in a fat.
Yeah.
Put that in the preview right there. No, you know what pissed me off the most about them?
What's up?
Is that they left. And then they came back. And then they left again.
Yeah, they left during roast.
And you know what's fucked up? Is that they called it, because I'm hosting this weekend, right? So it's my job to fucking wrangle these people, or try my best to, at least. Even before I brought Rouse up, I tried to wrangle them again. I said, Rook, remember, I'm the guy you can fuck with.
Rook.
I said, Rook, remember,
I am the touchy nigga.
I'm the touchy nigga. You can fuck with me. Oh my God, this episode is fucked. But again, you got to remind the audience, it's like, I'm the guy to fuck with. The host is the guy you can talk to, even though you shouldn't be talking. But
Yeah.
like, I'm the guy you have fun with. Let the other guys do their thing. But what pissed me off is the other group ended up saying, at least we're not like this group. We know, because they were told. They were told to be quiet by the staff.
Yeah.
And they still ended up, they got louder throughout the fucking rest of the show.
They were having a full-on
It was
conversation.
crazy.
I actually
One
could-
point, Rouse was on stage and they were straight up just talking. Yeah. Shout outs to Rouse though for just like, he paused for a second, but he said, fuck it, like fuck these guys. And he just powered through his set.
Yeah.
But that changes the dynamic of the set, bro. Like,
I think it does.
Of course it does. When you're dealing with that, it's almost like dejecting, you know?
Yeah, it's like they're not even being a part of the show. Because they're just like,
Correct.
I'm in the room, but my conversation is way more important.
I used to say I don't understand these people, but as you do comedy longer, you understand why these people still come out. Because it's like, they don't, in their eyes, they're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like, so many people...
Forgive them for they not know the sins that they
No, don't forgive them, nigga. I'm a smiteful God, so I will smite thee, unless you're cool, you know? But if you're like that, nigga, fucking lightning bolts you, bitch. Remember, Old Testament exists just as much as the New Testament.
Yeah.
Fucking blasting fools left and right. Not like this. He probably had more finesse. Yeah, it was just annoying to me that they said, yeah, these guys are more annoying than us. At least we know when we're told we stay quiet.
Yeah, in the middle of the show.
In the middle of the show. Like, well, no, they were like, I was talking to them at that point.
Yeah.
But
to answer your question,
fucking annoying, bro.
I had a good time the first show yesterday.
Same.
Like I said,
overall, it was a good time.
I'm just enjoying myself, you know?
You're still in infancy phase.
Yeah.
So all of it's just such a new experience.
Yeah.
I'm just looking out at the seats right now and just like picturing this will be full tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful, yo. Like, I love this shit.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, like I said, I was hosting. Jason Rouse is headlining this weekend. Had the OG up back at home from Austin, Texas. Hannah Valdoon actually did a really good job.
Yep.
She did a nice middle set. Pat Tiffin did a guest spot also, local London guy. Like, it's just, bro, almost every time I do a show here, there's some aspect of rowdiness to it. London is just such a fucking alcohol town.
Yeah,
you know?
even asked the crowd, like, how many people here smoke weed?
One person.
One person.
And it was the person that threw up weed to me. I was in my zone yesterday, bro. I felt like weed Jesus up on that bitch. I'm like, yo, who here's got the weed? And these two girls just started throwing weed at me. You want more? And that one girl gave me her mascara or lip gloss or whatever, fucking with me.
Yeah.
Luckily, the other one gave me actual weed, or else I would have come back and ruined somebody's set. You said this was weed. Yeah, more road gigging. It's funny, like I said on an episode recently, I'm like, you gotta start doing more Yuck stuff. It's like, this is still an anomaly even for Yucks. There's not many road gigs you get to do where hotels like provide, unless you're like traveling out, but then you really only provided like lodging for the days that you're booked.
Okay.
So let's say you're going out east or whatever. I mean, are you gonna go out east for just 2 days, or are you gonna go out for like...
That's what some people just go out for the weekend.
True.
You have the day to explore, and then the night to perform.
True. And I do keep seeing the Newfoundland Club, and even though it's small,
The which club? Oh,
Newfoundland, yeah.
Oh.
Even though it's like small, or is it New Brunswick? It's one of the two. It's one of the news. The new olds. But the club looks so fun. Even though it's like a small little club, I've heard nothing but good things.
Sick.
And the people out there seem super fun and super white, you know, so like there's that.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm gonna try and go out west. That's definitely a thing that's gonna have to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's this week's comedy recap. We're still here tonight, so there's more comedy to be had. I feel pretty good about the show tonight.
Yep.
I think I know what to expect from this city. Just more drunkenness. I hope that there's not as much talking. As I'm looking out, I'm just gonna project quiet audience, like positive participation.
Engaged audience.
Engaged in a positive, non-disruptive way. You gotta do the holy water and shit just to fucking douse the room. But yeah, let's do something we normally do here every week on the podcast. You know what it is. Every Monday on my Instagram story feed and on the community tab on YouTube, we do an interactive poll question. We leave it up for you guys to vote on, and then we discuss the results right here on the podcast. I gotta get my phone for this week, because once again, we are on location. Rose texted me, so we'll see what he's saying. This week's poll question: how easily offended are you, comedy or not? And the options were 50-50, too easy, rhino skin, or only from personal attacks. And before we get to the results, how do you vote on this one?
Rhino skin.
I feel the same way. Like I have a caveat though. I'm sensitive. Like, I'm an artist, bro. Especially comedians, bro. Comedians are fucking sensitive. But I'm not sensitive in the sense that, like, I'm offended by, I have rhino skin in that sense, but I definitely have, like, a defense mechanism. This is from high school.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's both the reason why I have rhino skin and why, like, when I get attacked, I'm going right back at you, bro. Like right now, my homie, one of my friends, like has been going ham with the mom jokes, but it's a white boy. So like he's going, you know how white people do mom jokes. They go all the fuck away. So as soon as I even get a whiff of this shit taking place, bro, I take it to the most extreme place I can. Cause I'm like, yo, fuck it, bro, it's dog eat dog. But that is, I have to admit, that is some sort of like sensitive, immediate reaction. But it doesn't bother me. Does that make sense? To still be sensitive to something that doesn't actually bother you? Or is it like a knee-jerk reaction? Maybe sensitive isn't the right word.
It's more of like a reflex, maybe.
Because it automatically takes me back to high school.
That's a reflex.
Yeah. So maybe that's the better way to put it.
Yeah.
But I still feel like there is some sort of, maybe I'm more sensitive towards my art. Because
Okay.
I definitely get defensive. Like, you know what you're sensitive about when you get defensive about shit. And it's mostly just like personal rips where I'm like, but it's not even like I feel offended. I feel like I have to get one back. I'm like, oh, this is war, nigga.
So let me ask you this. If you get to the point where you don't even feel like you need to respond.
That happens too. When I say I really only get that way with homies, with friends, with family, with
that's
people.
more because it's fun.
Correct.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that I don't fuck with or that I don't know, there's almost no reaction.
Yeah.
So that's why I know ultimately I do have rhino skin.
Yes.
But it's the attacks that come from people that know you.
Well, they can cut.
Exactly, and that's why I'm like, okay, if you let it escalate, that's what I've learned over time.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a reflex. If you let shit go, it will go all the way. And I'm like, yo, I'm not at the point where we're moving furniture anymore to fucking like start fights over.
That's so funny.
But like it happened. I've definitely left rooms because I'm like, oh fuck, this is too much.
I remember this one time. This was like in middle school.
Yeah.
And we're like playing basketball on like the school thing. And for some reason, this one particular game, everyone was just chirping each other. And we used to say this thing, we would say something.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yo, you see how mad this guy gets? Yo, why are you so
I
mad?
hate that.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yo, you see how, and then you'd like go to your friends, yo, this guy's so mad.
And then they would just be slapping the
know.
shit out of you. Fucking.
Yeah, I know. So we were doing
I
that.
hate
and
that shit.
There's just one game that still like, because we like rarely played basketball, right?
Yeah.
Because like, it's fucking Milton. No one knows how to play basketball.
Oh my
You
God.
know what I mean?
You are the basketball team.
I didn't even make the team, bro. Like,
Weren't you the black people of Milton though?
yeah, they chose the 5'5" white guy over me.
5'5"?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'10", 5'11".
You're even taller.
I know, but I'm bad at basketball.
That's crazy. Well, was he better than you at basketball?
He was like,
Sounds like he was better than you at basketball.
he will obviously because they chose him, but
You
like
just- yeah.
he didn't play any games. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, oh, we need to fill 12 spots.
Oh, he's a bench.
yeah,
he's
and
bench.
then they like,
So he took your seat.
He just took my seat,
He just took
basically.
your seat. Oh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
but like other sports I can play.
All right, fair
Like
enough.
I'm an athletic dude, so but just when it comes to basketball,
Yeah.
I
When's the last time you played a sport?
like actually played.
Or even just played a sport?
Well, define that.
Just played a sport, not like competitively.
That's a good question.
I'm an athletic dude.
No, but
You press one question, turns out the nigga's never lifted a weight. He's like,
I lift weights first of all. But
shout out to Mars Martian.
shout out to Mars Martian. I would say like, because I do athletic stuff, but in
Yeah.
terms of like actually playing a sport,
Yeah.
I would say maybe a year. But that's because like I was playing Ultimate last year. But then remember I got sick.
Can you finish the ultimate thing? Say what it is all the way.
Ultimate Frisbee?
Thank you. These niggas, I was playing ultimate. Oh, this nigga's cool. This fuck ultimate frisbee. Fuck.
You never watched this.
I'm a hater.
Yeah, this
But
guy-
I watch wrestling. I
That's
know.
what
I know where it's going. I know where it's going. I know where it's going. You son of a bitch. Wrestling's been good. Wrestling's been really good. Actually, wrestling's happening like in a couple hours, so
Yeah.
we should probably wrap this up.
You gotta cut this one short.
Cut.
No, but Ultimate Frisbee I played like probably last year, like competitively, but then I got sick, so I had to like stop everything, basically. And then because I got sick, they put me on this medication, which I told you like fucked my head up for months. Like it just,
Bro.
you know what I mean?
Those meds, bro, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You know what's weird that you bring this? I was thinking about this because I for sure have like, not autism, but I feel like I have like a mild form of ADD, not ADHD, but definitely. And I think they tried to tell my mom this when I was younger.
ADD, there's ADHD, which is hyperactive.
Hyper, I'm not hyper.
You're not hyper?
Well, like I am, but not, like I can concentrate.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're hyper. I think ADD is you just attention deficit, so you lose attention, but ADHD is where you're hyper. Isn't it? I don't know.
I don't think
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look this up. What's the difference? But no, because isn't it both like attention span type shit? Because when I really want to, I just pay attention. But bro, I allow myself to be free. This is what I really learned, especially as I got older.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what is it? Read it.
Attention is ADHD. Yeah, hyperactivity disorder.
It doesn't say like the...
ADHD, hyperactive, impulsivity, fidgety, restlessness.
I'm not fidgety.
Often,
Like I do, you know what?
often completes people's sentences.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Difficulty waiting turn.
What, you think I have difficulty waiting turn?
No, but like that's finishing people's sentences as well.
I guess, yeah. That would be, yeah. I definitely finish people's sentences.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying, like I never were like fully checked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm grateful I didn't go on any meds.
Yeah.
I feel like
Same.
there's a greater benefit to having not gone on the meds.
100%. You learn to live with it. You learn to make it your strengths.
Not everybody though.
Not everybody.
I mean, you see how even I'm just able to calmly admit it? I'm like, I feel like a lot of people, not maybe a lot of people, but maybe I'm generalizing too much. But people definitely, you know, have a hard time admitting any faults and living with it. Like, I'm comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
And I've learned to be respectful through my fucking whatever weirdness. But I feel like that's also, it's almost like the guidance thing, right? Like without having guidance in life, like the boxing thing I was talking about. I wanted to get into MMA, but nobody told me to get to the gym first and then like get into everything else. I feel like it's the same with mental health and shit. Like you're just kind of floating in space. But then when somebody like tells you, yo, this is this thing, it almost like grounds you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because I told you, I think we talked about it many times, but I'm hyper impulsive, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I was diagnosed with. So I do things before I can even think about it.
Like instinctively or just like ingrained in your brain type shit? Like what do you mean? Give me an example.
Like, okay, for instance, like I will...
We're still talking about being offended, by the way. That's
I know,
so funny.
I know.
No, I'm not just funny. It's always funny how we always go somewhere.
This is
and
the ADD. We don't have ADD. We go on a 30-minute tangent. About ADD. Cut. No, but like I will do things, I will touch things without thinking, should I touch this or not touch it?
Is that OCD or ADD?
That's hyper impulsivity. So I think that's closer to ADD.
You'll touch things.
Yeah, I'll touch things, I'll touch walls and all that stuff.
Interesting.
So you'll notice.
Like for texture?
Texture, just to touch it.
It's funny that you're not like a graffiti artist or something like this. Like it's funny that you don't have like a physical art outlet. Because that's like, a lot of the writers and stuff that I know, they have like weird little things like that. Like a homie of mine loves Rust and shit like he goes out literally, like I have a color in mind, but I'm looking for textures. So today's Rust, and then they'll just go out and just fucking start going ham on Rust shit. Like would that be the same?
No, that's more autism.
Yo, look at us. Partially diagnosed, partially undiagnosed, no PhDs up in this bitch.
But also, I personally feel like each one of my family, like specifically my brothers, we all have our own form of like autism and ADD.
What is it, like The Incredibles? Everybody in the family has
well, that's what it is. Everyone has their own superpower, you know? Like my one brother, he loves cars.
Yeah.
He's a car guy. If it doesn't have nothing to do with cars or making money, don't talk to him.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. My other one, trains. He loves trains and buses and like he will. This is
what about
so
trucks?
Trucks as well, like
so
big
transport, big locomotive transport. Okay.
This guy went. This is so funny. I'm outing you out, but this guy goes to Montreal for his 19th birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you like go to any clubs? Like, no, there's a train coming into the station.
It's your brother, so I'm gonna pay him respect. But that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Because you know most people they go to Montreal to party.
Actually, I think.
And then there's me with the movies and the comics and like the video games. Like I focus on like a different level, you know. Like I see.
There's something about it, but it's obviously some sort of neuroses about it. You know what I mean? Like we all have our thing. The thing that we fixate on.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that comedy's mine. Like.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm sure you can see it in this episode. If you just watch me in this episode, you'll see me just. I'm so in love with this shit. I'm like this all reverent. You know, like this is. I'm just like, I'm grateful every time I step in a place. This is like church.
Yeah, this is a church.
This is straight up church. And these are all like the saints and stuff on the wall. The pictures of the saints on the wall. But yeah, let's get back on course with this week's poll question, which I will get back out here and we'll get to the results. This will be a shorter episode this week, obviously. We got another show coming up here soon.
Yeah, we're about the 40-minute mark. Yeah.
So how easily offended are you, comedy or not? Obviously, neither of us are offended. Is there? Let me bring this up though, because it's not that I'm offended, but there are times where I'm like, you didn't need to say that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's
I
not that I'm
understand.
offended, but I'm just like, maybe it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, okay, so I'll give you an example of this. I have an aunt,
Yeah.
and you've seen. I mean, when I'm at home.
This is just the episode where Dante outs his entire family.
I know, but I'm not saying names, but this
Yeah,
is something that goes to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So when I'm at home, I'm not gonna do my hair. So like I'll just have bedhead, right? And then because I usually have an afro, it's kind of messy. And so sometimes she'll just pop up at the house, and she'd be like, "Oh, why do you look like a bum?" And I'm like, "You didn't have to say that."
Clearly, that was.
But it's
that
like
one
I'm
gets
at
to you a little
home,
bit.
like what?
This is where I can look like a bum,
Exactly.
especially.
So to that point, like I'm not offended by it, but it's also like you don't need to say that.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I don't even mean necessary. Like I'm talking specifically in terms of comedy right now. Is there something? Like, here's an example. David Lucas with his George Floyd bit.
That doesn't bother me.
It didn't bother me either.
Yeah.
But I'm
You
like,
see
that shit wasn't funny enough for you to, like, as a comic, you should know. I'm like, hey, yo, again, say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, this is why
it didn't make sense to me. It wasn't funny enough to justify that level of fucking weirdness in the joke. And then for him to double down and stance up.
he doubled down, but then apologized.
Exactly, bro. Like, so that's ultimately like,
Yeah.
so that's speaking without, which, you know.
Me personally, jokes are not gonna offend me because I know it's a joke.
Same.
And I like to make jokes. So, I don't wanna shrink the realm of possible jokes because I might be offended.
Yeah, I've offended audiences for sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't apologized for it, but I don't think I've said anything to that level because I feel like and it's not even like I'm censoring myself either. It's just I guess my comedy isn't shock comedy, right?
Yeah.
So I don't need to take it to that level of extreme and my brain doesn't work in that way. Maybe that's because David's a shock comic.
Would you say this new joke that I've done, the one about similar birthdays,
This is not a shock joke.
that's not a shock joke?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a joke.
Okay. It's a joke.
Yeah, like I get it. It treads into. It's just a subject matter.
Okay.
But there's a lot of those jokes. I know you don't want to expose
Yeah,
it, so
yeah.
like, and I don't mean like the way you tell it. I mean that genre.
Yeah.
That subject matter. People say though that like the mustache guys all the time.
Yeah.
They talk about the mustache
They
guys all
do.
the time.
Someone even mentioned it.
But what I've been noticing is that you really do get a good pop on that joke.
I know.
Yeah. But honestly,
I
bro,
gotta
like
speed
you
it
gotta
up.
condense shit. Yeah, but you're still figuring it out, bro. You're
Yeah.
still figuring it out. So yeah, let's get
the
to this week's
results?
poll results. Once again, how easily offended are you, comedy or not? The options were 50-50, too easy, rhino skin, and only from personal attacks. The results on Instagram were, could you pull up the YouTube while I do this? The Instagram results were 0% 50-50, 6% said too easy, 44% said rhino skin, and 50% said only from personal attacks. That personal
50%?
Yeah, that personal attacks one will get you, bro. Because at least people were honest. I like that people were honest enough to admit that. Because for the most part, most people aren't offended until it hits them.
Until it's personal.
So that's what comics are always fucking fighting against. You have you have an okay time when I'm making fun of anybody and everybody and everything outside of the thing that directly affects you, and that's kind of bogus. You can't pick and choose, nigga. That's why they say everything is open for jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say wow for?
Well, 63% on YouTube, only from personal attacks.
63, and then what was the rest?
0% 50-50, 0% too easy, 38% rhino skin.
So yeah, man, those personal attacks be getting motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And once again, I think the personal attacks most people are not comics.
Yes,
So,
personal attacks are what made me a comic.
Yeah, exactly.
So they kind of just become like water under a bridge. It's just flowing.
Exactly, but for the regular person, when someone attacks them personally
Yeah.
with words,
Yeah,
it hurts.
that's true. Oh, I gotta chop up an interview for the fucking channel. I gotta remember that.
This guy doesn't have ADD.
Yeah, I know. Yo, yeah! I didn't say I don't, I said I do.
I know.
I said I have undiagnosed, like some mild form of this shit. Thank God, though, it's not to the point, and it probably was when I was younger, but I feel like as I've gotten older and I've, like, again, meditation.
Yeah,
and
meditation
reflection is the thing that has changed my entire, that's even making me okay to be called out on this shit.
Yeah.
I like being called out on my faults because I have tough enough skin to know, as mainly from like you, my brother, like from my family, from my close friends and shit. If it's someone that I know, if it's someone that doesn't know me or someone that I know has some personal slight against me, don't even fucking pay it any mind.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that I'm paying slight mind even when it's from people that I fucks with, but at least I know or I can gauge better like the sentiment behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's this week's poll results. Make sure you guys get in on that every Monday. And a new interview goes up on the channel every Monday. If you're following me on Instagram, I'm AKA Black Zeus. We got new interviews every week for you guys, new podcasts every Wednesday. We just had a very productive meeting today, and you guys should be expecting something soon. Comedy-wise, on the channel. Should we give a date? Should we commit ourselves to something?
No.
No?
Because we've done that before.
I know. So we'll just say soon, but we're holding each other
You'll
accountable.
see it when you see it.
Yeah, nigga. You have any final words? You'll see it when you see it. Oh, enjoy the fights, by the way. Enjoy UFC. That's coming up this weekend, too.
Yeah.
We have the predictions video on the channel already if you haven't seen it yet. So go check that out if you are a fight fan. It's Mexican Independence Day Fight Week with white headliners. All right.
You know what I saw, though, just
Oh,
on that?
no. I started him on UFC.
No, it's not, but I think one of the reasons why he's doing it at the Sphere is because Canelo is also fighting that night. So Dana is always trying to compete with the boxing nights. So he's like, oh, well, more people might tune in because it's the Sphere versus boxing. But this goes back to an even further conversation we had. We're like, is boxing or UFC more popular? I still stand behind that boxing is more popular than UFC.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like old-timey.
That's what I was
It's like
saying.
rooted
Yeah.
in sports.
There's a culture
MMA
of
will
it.
get there, yeah. But there's a culture of MMA. Kind of built out of boxing, though, so.
The culture of MMA started in 1993.
Okay. This nigga put the face on. All right, you got any final words?
I am the Tauchi nigga. We are here at London Yucks. Peace.
All right. Where can people find you online?
You can find me online at Zeus Dante, CHEZDANTE. Follow your boy.
Hey, and I'm AKA Black Zeus. You know what it is. We will put all the follows and all that stuff throughout the entire episode so you can see that there. One thing I will say right now, we need your support. So make sure you hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button, leave a comment, be active with the poll questions. We're actively trying to fucking bring you stuff that you're interested in the world of comedy, and I think we have some very cool stuff in the works on top of what we've already been bringing you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So stay locked in, stay tuned in. Thank you to Yuk Yuk's London for hosting us this week, and hopefully we will be doing more road gigs on the podcast more frequently. But until then, we will see you next week right here on Black Zeus the Podcast. This has been Season 5, Episode Tree, baby. Deuces.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.